Wow, here we are, back in studio. We've got me, I'm Aaron Zapata, and my infamous friend.
Infamous now. Yes, co-host Don Jacks
That's right.
with you, as always.
We're at the Real Impact Show.
Yes.
We want to make an impact in your life and in the lives of those around you, in your community, in the world. Let's make an impact, shall we?
That's why we're here.
That's right.
The Real Impact. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
How's the week going, Aaron?
Oh, man. So we're here from sunny Southern California, which...
Sunny.
Yeah. I haven't seen the sun for 2 days now.
2 whole days.
2 whole
Our
days.
friends on the East Coast are going to kill you for talking like that.
I know.
You know
I
that.
mean, it's very depressing. Let's go see the therapist because we're sad.
There's no sun.
There's no sun. We don't know what to do when there's no sun. And in fact, I'm watching the national news this morning with my wife, and they found the one mudslide that took out some cars here in Southern California.
Played on a loop for 10 hours.
Totally. And all of a sudden, we're all in danger.
I've already gotten 3 calls.
Yes. Yeah, my mom's texting me, "Are you okay?"
Yes.
Yes, Mom, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's wet.
I saw one person rescued from the Santa Ana River via helicopter.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Me too.
That 3 people have died in the rain in California.
In
so
fairness,
it's getting serious.
in fairness.
Yes.
I saw screenshots on Twitter from a guy, and people are like sending him news clips from around the world, and they predicted like 2 to 3 million people at risk of death with the storm.
Keep it in perspective.
Well, and that's what, okay, but talking about storms, talking about different things that come our way, you know what we stop doing as realtors when breaking news breaks or the weather turns to weather? We waste our time. Did you like that segue?
Just like we are now.
Yeah. No, right now we're talking about wasting time.
Oh, okay. That's not wasting time.
No, because it's the whole topic of our show today.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
all right, I like that.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, first of all, I was reminded that people have YouTube TV, and perhaps you are watching us in your home, on your screen. So we just wanted to quick say hi.
Hi, thank you. Thank you.
And I put up this really high-tech reminder for you to like and subscribe to our channel.
And if that doesn't bring a smile to your face, you're on the wrong channel probably.
Yes.
That's just a great reminder.
Yes.
In fact, like and subscribe, hit the bell, so you see everything that we do and every topic that we talk about. Thank you very much.
That's right. It'll be right to your inbox when that happens.
That's very good.
Okay, so last week we had technical difficulties, and we have to admit this.
We have to apologize.
Well, I'm not going to apologize.
I'll apologize.
You apologize.
Yeah, I'm gonna, for my phone.
Oh, for your phone.
There you
okay.
go.
iPhone should apologize to us.
Apple owes us
They
an
owe us.
apology. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
right.
We're not victims, but I felt like one all of a sudden just saying that. Yes.
Exactly. So, okay, so we're doing this podcast, and we are new at it together.
Together, right?
And we've had producers, we've had people that have edited our shows for us, and this time we decided, let's just go and do it ourselves.
We're gonna get it done ourselves.
Let's remove the obstacles from putting content out there, because we have so many reasons not to put content.
That's right.
We have every reason not to. Time
or lack of it. Yes.
Right? Other people's coordination of hey, do you like this? Do you like this? I made these edits. No, right? It just takes a long time.
On their schedule, not your schedule, to get it done in the first place.
Right.
And we decided to do it all ourselves. I mean, Aaron has this cool mixing board. Let's put it to use. We know YouTube's a thing. Let's use that and let's get it out there. And we decided, let's put the phone on. Let's record. Let's record on the box. Thanks God, we're done last.
This is a Roadcaster.
Excuse me, the box.
You offended the box.
I offended 92 people that are gonna DM us and say it's a Roadcaster. Damn it! I'm sorry, a Roadcaster box. Neil, I know you're listening. I'm sorry. It is. I know I'm disrespecting the
Can you
gear.
believe it, Neil? Can you believe it? All right,
Neil, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry. He's just happy we're podcasting again,
That's right,
so
that's right.
that's okay.
Right.
Anyway, we the video stopped after 7 minutes. The audio kept recording. We talked about it. What do? We decided the show must go on.
Let's go on.
Let's keep starting ugly.
Mm-hmm.
We put it together. The video and the audio don't match, and after 7 minutes, it goes to a dark screen. Enjoy.
I was taken back
With
to my
audio
childhood,
only.
watching karate movies dubbed in Chinese to English.
It was about that bad.
It was
That's right.
really cool.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
I mean,
horrible.
Retro. It was retro.
It was retro, and I gotta share something with you because I haven't shared this with you. I had shared it with a client, and you know who you are. We'll just leave it there. And God bless you. Everybody has their own idea, and we were having a conversation about this. And he said, "There's no way in the world I would have posted that."
Mm.
I said, "I know. That explains a lot."
Hmm.
we
love you.
We love you. That's okay, and we did. And because perfect is never the goal, perfect is rarely the outcome,
Oh yeah.
right? And we decided still good information. The audio is spot on. Put it out there. If it helps somebody with something, that's what this is all about. Go make an impact. And now we have a story to talk about where it doesn't have to always be perfect, especially in the world of content where we're all thinking in some level of what's everybody going to think about this. The answer is, who cares? Put the content out there.
Absolutely.
It's not our decision to make. It's the public's decision to make, so we hope you like it, public. And
Yeah.
if not, there'll be another one, so
Yeah.
that's okay.
And if you really like the fact that we did that, go over to your podcast and give us a 5-star rating, because you're listening to it and you had no idea that actually happened.
Right. You
But-
podcasters don't even
no
know.
idea.
Yeah,
No idea.
wouldn't have known if we didn't say anything.
Yeah, but I love your technical difficulties black screen that you put up. That was like, quick thinking.
So this guy challenges me. Put a sound squiggly something up there. I don't know how to do that, but let me see what I can do. And within an hour, it was fixed, and we moved on.
We got it.
Yeah,
And,
it's out there.
And that's the point. We did it. We got it out there.
Not bad after 30 years in the business. I
Not
mean,
bad.
not.
We're two old guys learning this new tech stuff.
It's not that difficult. That's
It's
the
not.
hard
It's
part.
not.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's the
can
hard
do?
part.
I can write a note and put it on my monitor that says like and subscribe. That took me.
Please
all of-
like and subscribe our
It took me all
channel
of
right
10
below,
seconds,
and share it with a friend. Thank
I
you very
almost
much.
messed up with the ampersand. If you see, I had to go over it twice.
You
That's
did.
terrible.
I see
Okay,
that.
so I don't know how to write, but it is what it is. So time management.
Yeah. Once
You know-
again, great segue.
Yeah, so you're probably listening to this thinking, when are these guys going to get to the point? And that's what we think when realtors come to us and they complain about their schedule or not having any business. We think, when are you going to get to it? When are you just going to go to work?
When is this the last time this is the reason why you're not doing the thing?
Exactly.
Right? Why are we blaming the schedule yet again?
We all have schedules to blame.
We do.
We all have priorities outside of real estate.
Yeah, but that's it. And that's what we were really talking about before we got on air. Is it time management, or is it the reprioritization of our goals and our activities, right, on a daily basis? And that's really what it comes down to. And you read this great quote. I don't know if you still have it.
I have it right here. in front
Right
of me.
here. Why don't you share the quote? Because it went along with the statement very well.
People spend time on things they believe add value to their lives.
One more time for the kids in the back.
Yeah, people spend time on things they believe add value to their lives.
So, couldn't agree with that more. The conversation I find myself in often with real estate agents and time management seems to center around prospecting or not prospecting, following up and setting appointments or not doing that. It all seems to center around, if that one's taken care of, it seems like everything else is. But that one eludes so many people for so many reasons. And what I've come to the conclusion of, and we talk about a lot, is if it was a listing appointment, you'd be there.
Yeah.
If it was a coaching appointment that you've paid for up front, you'd show up.
Yeah.
Buyers are planning on you being there. You're going to go because you've paid for something, or there's a chance for a contract to be signed.
You scheduled the showing of the house the buyer called you on.
And there's another human being involved.
Yeah.
So there's accountability.
You're going to show up.
You're going to show up. When 9 o'clock hits and you're to follow up on those 25 leads that you've been putting off for a month and a half, and nobody else knows you're going to do it, you go get a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You write the post.
Are you talking about me?
I'm talking about me.
Right.
Right. I'm
How did
looking
you
right
know?
at you.
How did you know?
Instead of just pulling the trigger on what we know we need to do, and it's consistent. That one thing is a consistent conversation for so many people. And there's a couple things I wrote down I wanted to share with people as I know we're limited on time today.
But are we? Because we could go on forever.
The time that we have scheduled for this episode,
There we go,
is coming to an end faster than I would like it to.
It is because we live by a schedule that we follow.
That's exactly right. And we have timers all around us keeping on that schedule.
We do.
So we don't leave it to chance. And really, one of the things I find is going from I'm not doing it ever to I'm going to do it every day is really hard for most people to live up to, Aaron. And my first tip is don't plan on going from 0 days to 5 days a week of anything that you haven't been doing on a regular basis.
Great advice.
Right? Start with once a week. Start with twice a week. Start with 3 times a week and ease into that, and then layer in week after week a little bit more. With anything, prospecting, follow up, whatever you exercise, whatever that's going to be.
All right. So you have a list there. How many things do you have on your list? And if you're watching us, you realize I'm going to be typing these out as he handwrote them because we're a team. This is called efficiency, and we're going to post these in the show notes. And
Absolutely, great.
So I'm going to type them as he talks about it. So how many do you have on your list?
5. We'll see if it stays that way.
5 items.
So start with limited number of things to get in the habit of doing that. Number 2 is give yourself grace with your schedule as you're really building out your time blocks and building out the regular schedule. If you're hitting 80% of your schedule, I mean, it is real estate. Life happens. Things come up. Things do change. You're on track at 80% if you're really hitting 80% of your schedule. Okay, so this is a big one. Time management. You and I talk about this a lot. We both did it when we walked in here to record this. We both put our phone on airplane mode.
Airplane mode.
Turn notifications off. Don't blame the phone. The pings, the dings of our phone and the notifications are the thing that we use as the reason why we can't stick to our schedule more than anything else, and it drives me crazy.
So true. But Don, what if there's an emergency with my family? I have to be available.
So here's the beautiful thing that at least the iPhone did, Apple did. There's a way to put those numbers in that can get through while I'm on airplane mode.
Yes.
If the house is burning down, if a child is bleeding, if something is happening, my phone that's being used as a camera right now will ring and disrupt everything.
Yes.
That's easy. That's done with a couple pushes of the button.
But you're right. There are ways to let people through that need to get a hold of you.
If that's the thing, yes. I mean, back in the day, it used to be don't call until afternoon, right?
Exactly. Don't call until the afternoon, or they have to call the office, then they have to page you, then you have to get to a phone, or get it when you get back in the office. Now it's
program it in.
Exactly.
Right? If mom, if the wife, if the kids need to come through, they'll come through.
And us producing this show is a priority for us.
Yes.
So not only is it a priority, we looked at our schedule last week, because we normally record this on a different day, and we said, look, next week, that's not going to work. So we need to move it around to make it work.
Yes.
If it's a priority, you put it in your schedule.
You make it work.
And you make it work.
Well, you put it in your schedule so it can be moved around as needed. That I told you 5, now 6.
Okay. What's that?
Be strict enough to have a schedule, be flexible enough to be able to change it as required. Right? It just happens, especially in our industry. Right? In any industry, I imagine, right? Emergencies come up, plans change. But when it's in the schedule, we can move it around and still get it done and not just eliminate it or kick it down the road and forget about it. That happens so much. So use technology to help keep the focus.
And while the notifications are turned off, you're specifically referring to when we are working on proactive activities to grow our business, right? Is that what you're talking about during that no notifications time?
Yes, yeah, or any project that needs our absolute focus. I think it was Darren Hardy I got to see a long time ago. Really talked about multitasking versus monotasking. Multitasking is a farce, right? We really don't and can't do it. Heck, I can't look at the clock and have this podcast going on at the same time. It's distracting. I'm just kidding. I'll deal with it. We'll be okay. It's not that bad.
We got 10 minutes left. Done.
We're good. But monotasking gets
Yeah.
things done
Yeah.
faster, more efficient, less mistakes, etc.
Yeah. Can I add one thing in there,
Please.
Don? Is during that notifications off time period, we need to focus on the 20% of the business that generates 80% of the sales.
That's right.
20% of what you do will generate 80% of your results.
That's right.
Focus on those things.
Eliminate the distractions
That's
so
right.
you can focus on those things. You're absolutely right.
All right.
Number next, either 4 or 5, depending on how you're counting. Self-talk, what we say to ourselves. Oh my Lord, do I hear time and time again. I know I sat down, but I was just thinking they're not going to answer, and I've called them 12 times, and this story and that story, and buyers are liars, and all the crap that we talk to ourselves about is not empowering. We've got to have a great mindset to do the thing that moves our needle. So be careful of what you're saying, and more importantly, what you're reading, what you're watching right before you're doing the thing.
Yeah, I put talk yourself into it, not out of it.
Right. It said differently, if you want to find a way to do something or not to do something, you're going to find evidence of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to decide. And lastly, going back to the listing presentation, if you're looking at the listing presentation, you're going to show up if it's on your calendar. We don't show up because to the prospecting because it's nobody else is involved, and we don't have the same value set that we do with our listing and our buyer presentations or the coaching that we've already paid for. We don't yet see the value, and I want to remind everybody the presentations don't come without the conversations, right? The presentations just don't show up without the conversations. I mean, those conversations could be text messages or DMs or holographic communications or whatever they are now, but they are absolutely required before the appointments are there. So I encourage you all to take a look at that hour and a half on your calendar and see it as you see a listing appointment, as you see a new buyer consultation, and assign the same intrinsic value as it does, and it just changes your ability to stick with your schedule and do those hard things that really move the needle of our business.
A trick when I was building my business that I used in my calendar is that I labeled events that would generate commissions I labeled them, I changed the color of those appointments to green.
To green, that's right.
You know, and so I looked at my calendar and I had green blocked times.
Yeah.
And that's the most important time of my day to work on those things in those hours.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, it's generated years and years of successful sales commissions.
Yeah.
So utilize the tools that you have.
That's right.
Change the color on the calendar of that appointment.
Yes.
To a color that excites you about earning commissions and making more in this business.
Yeah. For me early on, it was a visualization of, and I've told you this 1,000 times, seeing $100 bills come at me from the phone.
Yeah. And
so prospecting time to me in the schedule is, oh yeah, it's exciting, right? Let's go.
His phone's throwing money at him.
Money. And that's my green on the calendar.
Yeah.
Just seeing that sets that visual off every time I look at the phone. So how do you speak to yourself? How do you remind yourself about the goodness of what we get to do on the phones?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the last one there, I can see you wrote see value in the process.
In the process, and that's the prospecting that we do within that hour versus the listing presentation. You see value there. You bring a contract. You show up. You're 10 minutes early. You're well prepared. Man, what would happen if you saw the same value in the process of prospecting?
Yeah.
Of reaching out to 10, 20, 50 people a day and really going for it. If we changed our paradigm and we really saw the $100 bills coming at us versus the dread and the worry and the I don't want and I can't, it'll change our actions.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
When it comes to time blocking, time management, I know a lot of you may feel like you're just overwhelmed with too many things to do, too many opportunities. And so you're paralyzed because you don't know where to start. You just don't know where to start. And I want to bring some practical advice for you. And I learned this from an old manager of ours, and he was hired to sort through the accounts payable division at a company. And they were like 6 months behind. They just could not pay their bills on time. And so he was telling me that he went into the accounts payable department and he saw boxes and boxes and boxes of banker boxes with invoices that they had to go through and they had to pay. And he said the first thing he did, first day on the job, is he went and he found 4 of them and he took them out to the trash and he threw them away. Just threw them away. And he said, look, if those are 6 months behind, I guarantee you they have at least mailed us one more time. And if they haven't, they're probably not going to get paid. But what he was doing is he was eliminating the necessity to go through 4 bankers' boxes of old bills that are going to be processed again and again until they get paid. So he caught everything up really quick. And he solved the whole problem within about 30 days. Because they just eliminated the unnecessary work that was in the way of actually getting caught up. So for you, that might mean that you've been told you need to build your database, but you've added to that task like 42 items.
That's right.
I need everybody's name. I need everybody's phone number. I need everybody's email address. I need to know their birthday. And you've created this roadblock of information that you think you need to gather to get started. But here's the truth. Open your computer today, and if you have Gmail, go to Google Sheets and type my database.
That's right.
And title it that, and then start typing somebody's name, and you have their phone number. Put their phone number. Congratulations, you've started the database.
That's right.
Now you got to get that to 500 people or 200 people or whatever it is as fast as you can. Don't wait to have all that you need to take that one action.
That's right.
So that's just one thing right there where there might be other things. Well, I need to do content on Instagram. I don't know how to do stories. I don't know how to do, well, do you know how to do a post? Figure that out. Be honest. Be real.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my first post. Yay. Right?
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. Don't stop because you have this overwhelming sense of things that need to get done.
Right, because it's really not that much time to do the thing.
Right.
You worrying about it and thinking about it and planning on how to do it and how not to do it and all of that.
Right.
It's taking way more time than sitting down for the 23-minute podcast.
That's right. Just do it.
Yes, that's absolutely it.
So our encouragement to you as we go back over this list real quick. Number 1, limit the number of new things you try to start. Don't go from 0 to 5. Go from 1 to 3 or 1 to 2. Second thing, give yourself grace. If you can achieve 80% of your schedule, you are doing great. So be flexible enough to make changes to your schedule so that you can achieve that 80%. Number 3, turn your notifications off. When you're done listening to this, put everything on hold and go do what you need to get done and just focus on that. And focus on the 20% that will generate 80% of the sale. Number 4, self-talk. Talk yourself into it, not out of it, and you get to decide which one. Surround yourself with things that are going to build you up. Say no to the news. Say no to the things that are going to just pull you down. That self-talk is important. Number 5, elevate the value of the tasks that happen before and after presentations to the degree that you spend time on them. Like you said, Don, make conversations happen. Send text messages, emails, whatever. Those conversations have to happen to get to the appointment. And I added this as a 6th, really a subset of number 5, is that if you see value in the steps that it takes to be successful, you will take those steps, whatever they may be.
That's right.
So you have to see value in the steps. There's no quick, secret passageway to achieve ultimate success in real estate. If you've been told that to buy a course, they lied to you. Ask for your money back. There's no quick way.
That's right.
It takes time. It takes effort. It takes overcoming your internal fears in order for you to grow. And you're going to have people, Don and I know this, you're going to have people that look at you and they're going to start becoming critical of you when you start succeeding. And you have to be okay with that.
That's right.
When people start criticizing or copying you, because of your success, you're on the right track. So keep going.
Keep going.
Go make an impact.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys spending time with us. Hope you gleaned a little bit from today, one nugget that you can put into place, into your business, into your life. And as always, like this video, subscribe, share with a friend, and keep making an impact in your world.
And go ahead and comment if you learned something. Comment under the show. We'd love to hear back from you.
Yes. Till next time, have a great week.
You've been listening to the Real Impact Show with Aaron Zapata and Don Jacks. We're here to help make your lives better. We're bringing 50 years of experience to you in every show, and hopefully you found great value in today's show. Please like, subscribe, and or comment, because that will trick the algorithm and make sure that this show continues to move up the charts on the podcast or on YouTube. Thanks for being here. God bless, and we'll talk to you next week.
Talk to you soon.